all the copiers in the entire district were down yesterday, or they could have had them yesterday. But that's how it goes sometimes. Technology is always great when it works. And so it didn't work. And so they'll be reading through the first time. And they're novices to reading out loud as well and public speaking. And so you're going to see them like trying to do that to the best of their ability too. And I love that. I love when they are willing to do that. They chose the songs for today out of a whole list of things that we've been practicing. I made a Google form, and they got to choose the songs that they really like the very best. And then when they signed up to do or not do an introduction, I asked them why they chose their favorite song. And so I included that information. I kind of hid it into the introduction for each piece that we're doing. And so they get to tell you not only the song that we're doing, but also why they chose it. And they wrote those little blips, and I inserted them into the introductions. And so we try to do a lot with like student choice in this classroom because it's so easy to implement. We don't want students having to play songs that they just really don't like the sound of. It discourages them. And so like your child might not have really loved Mexican Jumping Beanbag, but the majority of the class did. And so that's kind of fun. There'll be one point in the show where we're going to ask you to participate, and so be ready for that when it comes up. I guess just the last thing I want to say is, I mentioned at the beginning, you're going to be seeing from the back side. They're going to be facing the whiteboard, and I did practice some different ways, like we pulled the carpet to the back so that you would be in between them and the whiteboard. And we tried practicing it that way, and that was just not useful to them. Like, it was so far away from me that people that have impulsivity issues, if they started squeaking, I couldn't kind of just with that hand sign be like, yeah, over there, right? Because they're so far away. And so that just didn't work. And so this is a little different setup than you might be used to for any sort of a concert. So kind of take the idea of concert out of your head and just think that you're joining our music. After our recording unit is over, this is 5th grade going to lunch. The next thing that you're going to see them doing, next we're going to have a little recorder party. We're going to use Mexican Jumping Beanbag, and we'll do the limbo. We haven't done Boomwhacker Happy Birthdays with your kids for a little while, so we'll do that. And so we're just going to have a little musical fun next week. But then we want to do just a little bit of composition. And so we're going to be pulling those ukuleles back off the wall for your kids and doing a little bit of creation. And we'll use some online programs as well as some handwritten things that they'll do. So kind of fun. At the end of the school year, in June, we'll be doing a variety show or a talent show. And I'll be sending home information on that. And all the classes do that from 1st all the way through 5th grade. So you might have seen stuff come home last year. And they're like able to do anything that's a talent. It doesn't have to be musical. A lot of our students do choose to sing or dance. If they do dance, we ask that they keep 2 limbs on the ground at all times because we don't have pads in here. But we've had jugglers and yo-yo artists and joke tellers and riddles and all sorts of really interesting things. So if they come home with that and they're like, I can't do anything, because you know, you get that feeling when somebody's like, do something. Encourage them to like dig deeper, you know, and to take a look at things that they really, really enjoy doing. And I just think it's a great way for them to be able to showcase things that normally we don't get to see at school. So be on the lookout. We only have a few months left, and those are kind of some of the things we're going to mess with. Do you think you got it?
Close. Close.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, we'll see. So we are going to be recording this concert today. I'm going to try to get it into Google Classroom as soon as possible for you so that, you know, not everybody can come. It's so hard to take off for one, like, 45-minute segment of time. And unfortunately, their music class is not first thing in the morning, so you can just drop them off and come, or last thing in the day. And so many parents can't be here, and so that should hopefully help them to feel like they're also a part and, you know, the joy of recording. All right, they should be coming any second. Come on in. Still fifth graders. I don't have anything else to give you.
I have a question.
Sure.
So my son really enjoyed this. He's actually really enjoying music. So yeah, he wants to do piano. We can't figure it fit into the schedule yet. We did like one trial with somebody who wants to do with that person, and that person like, so it hasn't worked yet. But he was saying with this, he was like, Mom, the only problem I'm having is my mouth gets so dry. I need tips of how to undry it. I'm like, I don't think drink water.
One of the things that instrumentalists tend to do is breathe through the mouth, right? As you're blowing, you tend to suck in air through your mouth because, like, if you practice that way, you're always good. Whereas if you breathe through your nose, exactly. But if he can learn to breathe through the nose, it can so help the throat and mouth not to get so dry. But it's not always easy, especially if you have allergies or anything.
And he definitely has those.
Yeah. Well, I have a fourth grader.
He hates spring and summer because he sneezes.
Oh. I think my little guy's just starting to develop allergies. Such a bummer. I hate allergies.
Did you want to film it also from this side too? What did you originally want?
Yesterday I just had somebody borrow my phone and just record from there.
Something right
Yeah,
here?
from right
I can do
there.
that too.
Okay.
That's why you can see. Just really get some
Yeah.
people looking before.
And even myself will be gone. Oh boy, I feel nervous about that one. But this is just a,
Record.
yeah, just the red button.
What I wanted wise.
Yes. No, that won't do anything for you. I was just wondering, somebody left it here and I thought maybe it would keep it from bouncing. Because I am going to be touching the board, I just worry. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good view.
That's very gentle.
I don't know if I have anything else that could be helpful. Maybe a clip?
Or just so you have to show me the voice.
Oh yeah, if it goes off, it's just press the button twice and then it would shoot. And you just got a new SD card for it, so hopefully it's
Okay, so you should do that.
got plenty, exactly. If you want stuff in between songs, that can be easier to load. I know. I'm not sure this one would open wide enough for you. You must be Josh's dad, right? I'm sure. It's so fun how they come Such a villain. At the end of the school day, I do bus duty, and I happen to be like at the door he waits out for his bus. He's so funny. He's always got like something in his pocket to show me, or he always wants me to exactly to show me like something new that he's found. It's just very creative. He is. Okay. Maybe like this. Exactly, maybe like that. Is that going to play down? Behind maybe a small book or DVD. Oh, I guess I'll just They are on the So you're going to walk in between the stands all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep going that way. Squash in. Remember, it's 2 per stand. Nope. 9, 10. You have to have 2 people per stand, so keep moving over. 11, 12, You're 13? 12? You're 13. All right, you're the last one in the front row, and then you're coming up that. Right here. Right here. Oh, I'll go get that. Reach that. All right. Remember, 2 people per stand, so just keep scooching over so that everybody can fit, otherwise it won't work. All right, so 1, 2, remove that just a smidge. 2, 2, of course. I don't think you signed up to be. Oh, you have to. Like remember we did the Google form last week? Not sure you signed up for that. Yeah.
First, alright, so we're not going to be playing any songs.
Do you want to see what one?
Yeah, we're doing Fiji. I can play everything on the I've done the cute and the rainbow. Guys, Juliet.
It looks to me like maybe, can you move back?
Guys, you're not anymore.
So squished.
They're recording. They're recording.
Okay. Now, when it's time for you to introduce, I need for you to stand around. If you're able to walk through the stands so that you're facing the audience, you're going to introduce your song using a clear, powerful, slow voice. Make sense? Your good public speaking skills. So our first group of introducers, introduce. Wait a second. You need to turn around. You need to take your paper, because otherwise you can't read it. There you go. Turn around. Can you step through so that they can see you? Juliet, Ethan, Marin, I'll stand right over here. Right over there. There you go. And take your paper. There you go. And clear, loud voice.
We are going to stand up tall, put our left hand at the top of our recorder, and play using slow, warm air.
In order to sound our best, we will do a quick VAG warm-up. Please make sure the sound is off on your cell phone, and remember that flash pictures is distracting to performers.
All right, go back to your spots. Your left hand is on this side, your thumb is on the back. Your first finger is covering the very first hole. We're doing a warm-up. We are playing just the note. There we go. 1, 2, slow, warm, and stop. Somebody's playing an A already. Did I ask for A yet? Make sure you're just playing one finger. Try that again. Ready, blow. Two fingers down, make sure they're covering their holes. That makes the sound of A. There you go. Ready, blow. Stop. And then 3 fingers makes the sound of G. Here we go. Ready, blow. And stop. All right, we've got people introducing our first song. That's James F. and Daniel. Step through so your parents can see you.
Our first song, Flight of the Bumblebee, uses only one note, B. We still have to be careful to watch out for the rest and play at the right time. It is based on the famous classified history of the Bumblebee, composed by This piece is easy to play and the sound effect at the end are fun.
All right, one finger on, thumb on the back. Try to use your left hand. There you go. Next, Nick and Adityan, you're introducing our next piece, Being a Robot.
notes, sometimes it can feel like a tongue twister, going from one note quickly to the next. Good job.
BK Robot.
Our next introducers are Josh and Jonathan X.
Mexican jumping music is so much fun. It makes us think of